So you can see how red hot that is. Hey guys, Brad here with Skyline Construction, and it's that time of year where we're all going camping and it's a little chilly out. So why not get yourself a Mr. Heater Big Buddy? This thing, super handy to have. I'm not trying to sell it or anything, but they are super handy. And this is a radiant heater. This model in particular has the fan built into it, which takes surprisingly 4 D batteries. I don't even have D batteries, so I can't show you that, but and it also does plug in on the back, so we'll get into that. But the way this unit works is it will take 2 of these little 1-pound propane tanks, or you can buy a optional hose kit, which I did right here, and you can hook it up to a larger tank, like a 20-pound tank if you want. So these little canisters fit in on the sides, and this one will take 2. So on both sides here, you can stick a propane tank. So we're going to slip one in. Now, from what I've read here is that with 1 tank, you can operate this on the low and medium setting. But if you want to go on the high setting, you need to have 2 tanks. The low setting is 4,000 BTUs, the medium setting is 9,000 BTUs, and the high setting is 18,000 BTUs. So when you're putting them in, just this pivots, which is kind of nice. You don't have to sort of sloop it in underneath, but you just turn it on like that. Okay. Slide it down, and then it's got a nice little compartment. So super, super easy. This unit has a auto shut off if there's low oxygen. So if it's in a small room and it's not getting enough fresh air, this thing will shut off. It also has a tipping shut off mechanism. So if this falls over, it shuts off and it won't start a fire. So those are some really nice features to have. It says it'll heat up to 400 square feet, like a room, a 400 square foot room. Now, they do say they're safe for indoors, but you got to have fresh air coming in. I'm super nervous about ever operating anything with gas inside a house. I don't recommend it personally. That's up to them. If they think it can, that's great. But this is probably better for, your tent, your ice shack, maybe your garage. But just make sure you've got fresh air coming in so that you don't die from carbon monoxide poisoning. So let's try and light this up. Basically, there's a little sparker right down here on the front. It might take a second to light. So that's the low setting, and then we want to go to the medium. These things take a couple minutes to kind of get going. And I'll see if I can push it to the high. So we got the high, so that starts to light the second side. These things put out a lot of heat. Like you can really feel it coming off. And then to turn it off, you just go to the off position. So super handy. And then, so the blower shoots air up right here over the unit. And this will just kind of, so you can have it kind of far away from you. Let's say you're sitting outside. The fan will just blow nice warm air on you very, very easily. So let's try and light it again here. Like I said, sometimes they're a little finicky, but basically you just push it down, you hear that gas, and now the flame is going. So once it's lit, push it down, go over to the low section, and then you can see the flame starting up. so it'll probably take a minute or two just to get that panel nice and red hot, and then you're off to the races. So the reason I bought this was to heat my trailer, my tool trailer, in the wintertime. Yeah, see, it's getting hotter there. It was a great idea, except I didn't quite think it through. And what happened was this produced so much heat and it was so cold outside, it started to condense. And so my trailer basically was dripping wet when I came back in the morning, and it just wasn't a good idea. So if you're going to do that, make sure your trailer, number one, is insulated. That will keep that cold air and hot air mixing together and creating these, you know, condensation and ice droplets. So just a little experience there for you. So you can see how red hot that is. Now I'm trying for the high to get the right side going, but I don't think it will because you need to have 2 propane tanks. So we'll just turn that off. So yeah, super handy to have, you know, for camping, sitting outside, prepping dinner, or whatever you want to do. Very, very handy to have. There's a switch on the top up here that is for your fan. So you just turn that on and off. That's if you have batteries in it. And then on the back, right here, it says 6-volt DC. So you can plug it in here. Now I never got an adapter for this, so there must be something you buy separately. And then you've got, you know, you can plug this into an outlet or a little generator, and then that will power the fan. The batteries go in the back compartment here, and that takes 4 D batteries. Not very many people have D batteries anymore, but, and then yeah, that closes up. There's also mounting bolts on the back here, so you can hang this on a wall if you wanted. Right here. So you could hang it up on your wall in your ice shed or something like that. And then yeah, you've got heat. As long as you've got fuel, you've got heat. And I would highly recommend getting this hose just so you can run on larger bottles. It's just so much better. You know, you're not carrying around all these little guys. So highly recommend getting the extra attachment. So guys, let me know what you think about the Heater Buddy line. If you have one, and you know what you think of them. I've only used this a few times. I've enjoyed it when I have used it, but I haven't really put it through the rigors of, you know, harsh climates or camping even. I've mostly used it for work. So yeah, let me know what you think about them. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notify bell, all that good stuff. Till next time, keep on crushing it. We'll catch you later.